Hello everyone, this is Heroes Trivia. Welcome back to another episode of our Marvel's Midnight Sun Let's Play. So we came back from our regular mission with the Hulk, and we're going to get a couple of dialogue about advancing towards the final mission, but we're going to do all the DLC quests first, starting with Deadpool. But let's see what people want to talk about first.
For a last movie before the end of the world?
Yes. Let me log into Piotr's WatchMax Plus account.
We did this at Xavier's once. Had Ride of the Valkyries stuck in my head for a week. It was fine till the Sentinels attacked. Then it was cool.
Why do all the talking kitten cartoons have 5 hearts?
Oh, Piotr, you big softy.
Okay, the movie we're watching tonight is none other than Summer Camp Tango.
Me and Maria rehearsed every move in this film.
Yeah, my cousins forced me to watch it every summer, so I'm very much into this idea.
Okay,
Konnichiwa.
let's go for the adults in the forge. They also want to chat.
The God Killer has been displaying some strange behavior.
You mean besides the glowing?
Yes, besides the glowing. This concerns you directly, I think. I've noticed whenever you're in its presence, the artifact begins to almost pulsate, like it comes alive for you. What do you make of that?
If the God Killer is responding to me, then maybe I am meant to wield it in battle. Maybe I was always meant to wield it.
Perhaps this is another part of the prophecy. If so, then I hope it's the part that means good things for us. Because the rest of the prophecy is not exactly promising.
Is it still safe for me to pick up?
I suspect you're the only one of us who can. I don't think the God Killer wants anyone else touching it.
I will just pray that is a good thing.
Been one hell of a wild ride, hasn't it, Hunter?
It is about to get wilder.
You know, when I graduated MIT summa cum laude, I knew I was destined to found a billion-dollar tech empire. But if you told me I would one day trade in my state-of-the-art Avengers lab for a demon-powered forge in a haunted abbey, and my Nobel Prize-winning staff of scientists for Dr. Spooky and the Jolly Green Giant, I'd have told you I didn't believe in fairy tales.
I do hope your workmates are treating you well.
Oh yeah, we've got a real dysfunctional office vibe going on back here. But if I had to pick one coworker who I said was my absolute favorite, I would have to go with Babs, the adorable Babylonian demon who lives in the furnace.
You prefer the demon in the forge to Strange?
Well, Babs is surprisingly helpful, especially for an evil entity that keeps whispering, "Kill them all," in my ear over and over again.
Tony, should I be worried?
I'll just keep your door locked at night and you'll be fine. Gotcha! I've been waiting for that a long time.
Do not scare me like that.
I scared the 300-year-old demon child of Lilith? I can die now.
You keep pulling pranks like that and you might.
The look on your face right now, priceless. But not as priceless as it will be when you see what we've been burning the midnight oil over.
What have you been working on?
Top secret. I'd send you an NDA, but I'm pretty sure my executive assistant is Lillian now. Plus, I wouldn't want to ruin the surprise. So, sorry boss, but you'll just have to wait.
I do not like waiting or surprises.
And I used to not like magic all that much, but here we are. Don't worry, you'll get the big reveal in the morning. Oh, which reminds me, I better get back at it.
If you ignore the sense of demonic gloom lurking in the flames, it's almost like we're back in the workshop at Avengers Tower. Almost.
You seem quite occupied here.
It's good. It's really good, actually. If I can keep myself busy enough, I think I can keep the darkness at bay.
You three have been at it for a while. I'm curious to see what comes from all your hard work.
I don't want to spoil the surprise, so I'll just say it's gonna be worth the wait. It turns out all I needed was to get my hands on a decent set of mass spectrometers. And to be reunited with those two. I miss them. I don't want them to hear. Their egos are big enough already.
I will leave you to finish whatever it is you are working on here.
Alrighty.
Good girl, Charlie.
Nico, well, actually, a lot of people still wants to talk, but there's also a lot of chests, so. There's actually quite a few things we still need to collect around the Abbey. We're missing, I think, 2 of the apothecary vessels, which are all in the left bottom corner of the map. We just need to go look for it. Alright, this Whispering Wood I think is where all the vessels are. We're missing 2, so it shouldn't be too hard, but we can go here first.
I haven't seen you out here in years, Sarah.
This particular piece of ground is scarred for me with memories I rather forget. You know that.
Then why do we tread old paths?
To remind me that we can do this. That it can be done. My sister can be slain. This is where it happened the first time, when Hunter
gave their life to take hers.
And saved the world. Why couldn't she just stay dead?
It's time to face her again. Are you ready for that?
It seems everyone here is. As ready as they can be, anyway.
Yes, but are you ready to lose a sister, and possibly a child a second time?
No one is ever ready for that. But my personal pain and losses are nothing in the scheme of things.
Well, they are something to me.
Do you know where you're standing right now?
Yes, it was the place where I
vanquished your mother, saved the world, and made the ultimate sacrifice doing it.
So it would seem.
The details aren't the issue here. I tried my best to prepare you then. But now I understand how I failed you. I isolated you, trained you to become what I wanted you to be. And I lost you because of it.
I am proud of my sacrifice.
Well, I'm not. I treated you like you were just a weapon. But you're more than that. More than the Hunter. You're the only child I had. Ever will have. Just promise me, I won't lose you again.
Alive, dead, slaying a renegade dragoon. I am not going anywhere. I will haunt you for the rest of your years. You will not be able to get rid of me.
Oh, Hunter. How I love you.
And I you.
God, I don't think I've been this emotional in years. Well, I ought to let you get back to your night. There's an abbey full of people who are waiting for you. Best to get to them before it gets too late.
Good night, Sarah.
I'll see you in the morning. Agatha and I are going to hang back here for a bit longer. You go ahead inside.
That was a nice moment between you two.
It was.
We love you like our own child, you know. When you passed, we were inconsolable for decades. We never wanted you to have to make that sacrifice. But you were always the kind of person who would die so the rest of us could live. Made the loss even harder to bear for us. You made so many sacrifices to put Lilith to rest then. I'm just sorry you have to go through it all again.
I do not mind sacrificing myself for others.
I know. That's what makes you so special.
Besides, if I do die this time around, I know you will be waiting for me on the other side.
And I will be, if it comes down to that. But I don't think it will.
Why would it be any different this time?
Because everything is different now. You won't be facing Lilith alone this time. You have friends who will fight by your side.
I did not have friends in my last life.
I'm glad you got to live again to make them. The friends you made here won't let you die this time.
You cannot assure that.
No, not for sure. But I like your chances. Just remember how loved you are, and that will get you through.
Alrighty, before we go back, I do want to check out this area. There are 2 vessels that are somewhere here. I don't think it'll be that hard to find, to be honest. It should be kind of like this, where we can just break a hole and find an item. Wait a minute, can we break this? No.
Autumn reveals all.
Well, well, well. That completes that. There's one more of these. And we found a chest. And the last collectible. I think we actually found everything out here in the Abbey with that. We can take a look. Yep. Nailed it.
Need to unburn. Hunter, want to watch a bad 80s movie with us before we face a hungering elder god?
Entertainment on the eve of battle? Yes.
Yay, for fun! Ileana keeps a limbo fully stocked, so refreshments are a portal away. Just ask. Quiet, quiet. Here we go.
Clint and Natasha always referenced the slobs against the snobs. Never understood what it meant.
Until recently, it could have been the Midnight Suns against the Avengers.
That makes Tony the snob.
And Nico is definitely the slob.
I'll own it.
Do not apply logic to a crappy 80s movie.
Hey, I didn't say anything about the shape-shifting aliens' plan to judge the dance contest. I just want to know how the slobs plan to push that much chili through the sprinkler system.
With enough pressure, you can push chili through anything. Don't ask me how I know that.
Ugh, of course the head counselor is a Russian spy.
Yup, it's an 80s movie.
How much did Soviet Russia care about teen hijinks?
More than you think.
Now that's a dance contest.
Okay, I see the appeal.
It's magical.
Magic is the one thing this movie didn't have.
But you liked it anyway because it is heartwarming pablum.
Maybe.
Alright, friendship with everyone. And let's call it a night. I think we got everything. It's gonna be a pretty packed morning as well. Pretty sure we're gonna have more story events on the eve of battle. We have access to the final battle basically, but we're gonna delay that for DLC content.
So, Sarah finally told you the truth.
Why did you not tell me, Mother?
The decision to sell my soul was mine alone. I never wanted to make you feel responsible for the sacrifice I made.
But you did it to save me.
A mother would do anything to protect her children. I am no different. I love you, child. I'd do anything for you. All I ask is for you to make it all worth it and stand by my side.
You know I cannot betray those who have grown to trust me.
I thought you might say that. I just want you to know that when you fail, my offer will still stand.
Do me no favors, Mother.
Why won't you accept how much I love you?
If you truly love me, end this madness before it breaks the world.
Child, the world is already broken.
Not yet. You cannot stop us, Mother. I will face you.
You always have.
Alrighty. Ooh, got the ring
The tower
of
bells
the
are ringing.
bell.
My favorite childhood prank. But I have not heard them in so long. Caretaker must be wincing right now.
I mean, this is day
This was
70,
her idea of a joke.
so it could be every 7 days. Or every 10 days, maybe? We'll see. But aside from this chest, not much to grab.
I am done with all this mysterious secrecy business, and you have got to get over it too.
So we need 3 missions with Hulk.
This isn't about... Got more coil for me? Let me do my thing.
And we need to level up the forge by getting artifacts.
Sometimes, I even impress myself.
Always angry and consume all the rage to recover health. And increase his maximum health by overhealing. Wow. We'll re-roll this. I'm gonna grab that
Tony's Forge of
card.
Mystery, we never close.
10% to stun seems so little. We'll just get the epic attack card for Essence in the future.
Please tell me it's not another amulet. You may have stumbled onto something important.
Alright, we need to hit level 15 though, so more artifacts are needed.
Farewell. Tony and I have been researching this God Killer as best we can. We've been limited by what's available to us here in the Abbey.
I should hope you have found something by now.
Well, the fact of the matter is that I have. It's a bit troubling, to tell you the truth. I really need to double-check my findings. There are a few more scrolls I should consult.
Why will you not tell me, Strange? What exactly are you hiding?
I'm not hiding anything, Hunter, and I don't care much for the accusation. The truth is something quite disturbing, and I'm not one to casually flaunt that information around like so much internet gossip. However, we don't need distrust around here, not with Lilith's power growing, so perhaps I should tell you what I know now. I suspected this blade had a connection to Cthon, but I didn't realize how intimate that connection truly was.
I am not sure I like where this is going.
I feel unclean even saying these words, but the God Killer wasn't just made to fight Cthon, it's made of Cthon.
I'm sorry, this is somehow worse than I was expecting. Could you repeat that?
The ancient texts tell of Cthon's last appearance in our plane when the forces of humanity assembled to drive him back, and in doing so, they sliced off part of the Dark God. That part was lost to the ages, until now. It has resurfaced, now forged into a weapon. The God Killer.
Incredible.
Part of me feels we should throw it into the forge right now and wash our hands of it completely.
But throw it away so quickly? When we barely understand it or what it could do?
You're right, I'm only speaking about my feelings on the matter. Whatever this weapon can do, we need to know. It may be our last hope.
I feel drawn to it. Like it wants me to pick it up.
I suspect you're the only one who could do it. Every attempt I've made to touch it has not gone well.
I knew it. I knew you were holding back something.
I had intended to consult with Hunter privately before telling the whole team, but yes, now you know.
I suspected it was part of Cthon. You don't normally encounter daggers that immediately make you feel like you want to throw them far out to sea. But if you feel like picking it up, go on.
I can feel the power of it. Rising and falling. Like it is breathing.
I could use something like that as a nightlight.
A weapon like this is not to be trifled with. I think we're very lucky that Red Skull kept it buried away as deep as he did.
What, was he socking it away for a rainy day?
He probably thought he could use it to kill Lilith.
This world's only big enough for one psycho-narcissist tyrant, I guess.
And now it is ours. And let nothing stand in our way.
Of course. Never mind.
Oh, knock it off with the mysterious stuff. Just come out and say what's on your mind.
It's entirely possible Lilith could have an entirely different use for the God Killer. She could use it to complete Cthon.
Well, that changes things.
Hunter, I need you in the war room as soon as possible.
Okay. Blueprint, friendship, critical damage. I mean, friendship is important here. We're almost maxed with Doctor Strange. Crit damage on him, though, feels a little bit wasted. Actually, let's do Nico.
I know magic, right?
Time's wasting, Hunter.
Wonder if we could upgrade one of these. This has a damage on it. Actually, that's a good idea. Put some damage on it. Or else, even for the minions, we can't kill unless they knock into something.
No pain, no gain. I'll grow stronger. If you can beat Carol in a straight fight, I'll let you skip training. Good luck with that.
We'll be right with you.
I wouldn't have thought so, but it's good to hear those bells again after all this time. As hard as Sarah tried to keep you out of the tower, you always found your way back in, just in time to wake her up at the crack of dawn.
Agatha.
What brings you to the library at this hour?
In your reading about Chthon, have you come across anything about a weapon made from a piece of his body?
This is about the God Killer, isn't it?
It is.
You already know what it's made of. Why are you so interested in knowing more?
I am not interested in it as much as it seems to be interested in me.
What do you mean?
When I came near it, the blade glowed. I feel as though it recognized me.
It recognized you?
Yes, it seemed to respond to my presence.
Curious. I wish I had an explanation for you, but I don't. Since Strange learned of the Blade's more than disturbing origins, I've been doing more digging on the subject. While I haven't come across anything specific about the God Killer or its apparent tendency to illuminate, I did find one hopeful nugget of information about it that should come as some comfort to you.
Please continue then. I could use all the hope and comfort I can get.
There is reason for both. You see, if Red Skull kept the God Killer as a means of double-crossing Lilith and protecting himself from Chthon, he was wise. According to the texts I've been reading, only Chthon can kill Chthon. If that blade really is made from him, it's the only thing in all of creation that can destroy him. The question is, are you sure you're up to taking your mother's life in order to end Chthon's? Because the God Killer now makes that possibility very much a reality.
Yes, even if it means sacrificing my own again to do it.
I hope with all of my soul it doesn't come to that.
But I must prepare myself for the possibility that it will. That I will die.
Do not give up hope on yourself, on the life you might get to lead. You have made friends here, and I know they care about you. There are so many reasons to live.
And that is why I must do everything in my power to fight for them. Even if it means I will not experience them myself.
If there's one thing I love about you the most, it's your kind heart. It deserves to go on beating.
I do not.
Oh, yes, you do. Like you said, you die for them. That's what your ancestors would call love. They would be proud. You, my dear, have the weight of the world on you more than ever now, and it shows. Perhaps getting some rest while you still can is in order.
And you, Agatha? Do spirits ever rest?
Not this one. Not until I know every single soul I care about is safe.
Alrighty.
Do you remember the bells, kiddo? When you were younger, I could barely keep you out that tower. Doing those damn things. You don't know how close I came to cutting them down.
Anything here? Just wondering. Maybe sell some for credit. Not intel though. We have decent amount of credit. We should be fine.
I'm here if you need me.
We're almost there, kiddo. Finish what you need to finish, while there's still time.
I will let you know when I am ready.
Alright. So it's available, but we're not doing it.
Well, are you ready to defy a prophecy?
Not yet, but soon.
Good. Let me know when you're ready.
So she's the trigger for the start of that, and we are going back to New York City for Deadpool. So for these DLCs, just to clarify a bit, how it works is we did the first mission for each DLC to recruit the characters already, and then there's 2 more follow-up missions that require 1 general mission in between. So essentially we're doing the second mission of the DLC for Deadpool, and then we have to do one of these general missions in between. Getting a legendary artifact and Gamako would be nice, and then we're going to come back and do the final one for Deadpool. It's short for each of the DLCs. It's part of the season pass, so it's only 3 missions. And then we're going to jump to the next character, which is going to be Venom here. As you can see, complete Deadpool's story to unlock, and then complete Venom stories unlock. So it's in order, and it's in order because after we complete the 12 story missions of the 4 separate DLCs, 3 each, there's 1 final mission for the combination of the 4 DLCs. So in that sense, we're essentially going to do 13 missions in all. It's going to tell the same, a complete story. It's going to be related. We're dealing with vampires, we're dealing with Sin, we're dealing with Mephisto, and it's going to all come down to, surprise, surprise, Dracula, because we're dealing with vampires for all 4 of these. And once we complete that, we'll go on and complete the final mission. But since this one was so heavy in story, setting up for this, we're not going to do this mission here. We're going to come back and start with this mission at the beginning of next episode, just because setting up to that last final bit of story took so long. So we'll see you all next time. Until then, bye!